What was supposed to be a fun New Year's school trip turned into a night none of them would ever forget or survive unscathed. It was the last week of December, and the girls of Pinecrest Academy were buzzing with excitement. The school had organized a New Year retreat to a remote lodge deep in the mountains, promising snowy landscapes, fun activities, and a safe way to celebrate the upcoming year. Among the group was Leela, the class prefect, careful and rational; Sophie, adventurous and daring; Maya, sensitive and slightly superstitious; and Aisha, cheerful but easily scared. The school staff, Miss Caldwell, their trip supervisor, and Mr. Peters, the security officer, assured the girls it was safe. The bus ride to the lodge was long, winding through dense forests where the snow covered every branch and the road disappeared under white. The girls laughed, took photos, and sang songs to pass the time, but a few noticed something strange. "The forest, it feels too quiet," Maya whispered, looking out the window. "It's just snow," Sophie said, rolling her eyes. "It muffles sound. Relax." But the air grew colder, and by the time they reached the lodge, a thick fog had rolled in, giving the place a ghostly aura. The lodge itself was impressive from the outside, a two-story wooden structure with yellow light spilling from the windows. But the longer the girls stared, the more they felt it watched them. Upon entering, the girls were given their rooms. The lodge smelled faintly of wood smoke mixed with something sour, like iron. The main hall was decorated with New Year banners, but the fire in the hearth flickered oddly, casting strange shadows that seemed to move independently. "Maybe it's just the flames," Leela said, though her voice trembled slightly. Dinner was served in silence, save for the whispers of wind outside. As the girls ate, Maya noticed a figure at the top of the staircase, just for a second, a dark silhouette watching them. "Did you see that?" Maya asked, nudging Sophie. "What did you see?" Sophie replied, dismissively. "Up there, by the railing," Maya said, but when everyone looked, there was nothing. The girls tried to shake off the unease. After dinner, the school staff announced a small New Year countdown in the lounge. The girls gathered around the fireplace, playing card games, laughing nervously. The clock ticked closer to midnight. But the lodge seemed alive. The shadows deepened, stretching unnaturally along the walls. The fire flickered violently. A cold gust of wind blew through the hall, extinguishing the candles. It was just 5 minutes to midnight when the first scream shattered the false sense of security. "Sophie!" Leela shouted. The girls rushed to the corridor. Sophie was pointing at the wall, pale as snow. A message had appeared, written on condensation on the window. "Leave before midnight." No one knew who wrote it. The lodge doors were locked automatically as part of the retreat rules. Panic began to set in. Maya tried to rationalize it. "It's someone messing with us, probably one of the boys from another school trip, or maybe the wind wrote it."
But the shadows weren't just in the walls. They began to move independently, forming shapes resembling figures, tall, faceless, and slowly advancing towards the girls. One by one, the girls started to hear whispers. They didn't come from anyone nearby. The voices seemed to come from inside the lodge itself. Go, leave, stay, die. Leela gathered the girls in her room. They locked the door, but the whispers grew louder, more insistent. Then the lights went out. Only the faint glow of the yellow lanterns illuminated the room. At the stroke of midnight, the lodge erupted into chaos. The walls seemed to breathe, the shadows twisting into monstrous forms. A figure emerged from the dark, tall, skeletal, wearing a torn cloak, face hidden in a void of darkness. "What? Who are you?" Aisha screamed. The figure didn't answer. It raised a long, bony hand, pointing towards the girls. Suddenly, the floor beneath them creaked ominously. One by one, the girls saw visions, each one replaying their worst fears, falling into icy rivers, being left alone in the snow, unseen hands dragging them into darkness. The fire flickered and went out. In the pitch black, the girls felt the icy cold of hands brushing their shoulders. Maya screamed. Leela tried to calm them, but the shadow figure was unstoppable. By 12:15 a.m., the lodge doors unlocked on their own, but no one dared leave. The figure vanished as quickly as it appeared, leaving only a single black feather on the hearth.
The girls survived, but every year after, they reported hearing whispers at New Year's Eve. And each winter, the lodge stands empty, except for the shadows that wait, hungry for anyone who dares to celebrate the new year alone. If this story made you feel uneasy, good, because some New Year's nights never really end. If you heard a whisper in the silence or felt something watching you from the dark, don't ignore it. Like the video if you survived the story. Subscribe to Bloody Night if you dare to hear more. And comment below, would you stay in that lodge after midnight? Until next time, don't trust the countdown and never celebrate alone.